You can feel the heat and you can see the clouds, but the thing actually cooking your skin is completely invisible. The UV index is not just a boring weather app stat. It's a literal countdown clock for cellular damage. I'm Mike with List 25, and these are 25 UV index facts summer people learn way too late. 25. Clouds don't block UV. Cloud cover makes people completely drop their guard because the sky looks soft and safe. The reality is clouds do not filter ultraviolet radiation the same way they filter visible light. The World Health Organization says up to 80% of UV radiation tears right through light cloud cover. Thin clouds can even scatter the radiation, hitting you from weird angles and increasing your overall exposure. People constantly get roasted on overcast days because they assume a gray sky is a safe sky. 24. The middle numbers matter. The UV index scale runs from 0 all the way to 11 and above. People usually ignore the middle numbers, waiting until it hits a 9 or a 10 before they actually care. But the WHO recommends serious protective measures starting at a level 3. That means shade, hats, and sunscreen. The moderate to high transition is where most real-world burns happen. You don't usually burn at extreme levels because you prepared for them. You burn at a level 6 on a random Tuesday because you didn't check the app. 23. UV damage never resets. Sunburns get all the attention because they hurt right now. What people miss is that UV damage is entirely cumulative. Your skin doesn't have a reset button. A severe burn you got at age 20 doesn't just disappear when you turn 40. Every single unprotected exposure adds to a lifetime running total. This is exactly why everyday protection matters just as much as beach day protection. 22. Reapplication is the secret. Most people treat sunscreen like a morning vitamin. You put it on once and you're good for the day. That's how you get burned. The FDA says you have to reapply every 2 hours, and even faster if you're swimming or sweating. Water-resistant labels usually only guarantee protection for about 40 to 80 minutes. The burn you get at sunset isn't because you used a weak SPF. It's because your morning application was completely gone by lunch. 21. Beware reflective surfaces. UV radiation doesn't just attack from directly above. It bounces off the environment and hits you from angles you never see coming. Dry beach sand reflects about 15% of UV light. Seafoam reflects 25%. Fresh snow reflects up to a massive 80%. Sitting under an umbrella might block the direct hit, but the ground around you is essentially acting like a giant invisible tanning mirror aimed right at your chin. Not kidding, I've seen someone get sunburned under their neck because we were in the snow, and you don't expect it. 20. Mountains cook you faster. Mountain air feels cool and crisp, so your brain assumes the sun is less intense. The physics actually work in the exact opposite direction. The atmosphere is thinner up there, meaning it filters way less radiation. UV levels jump about 10% for every 3,300 feet you climb. A high altitude hike delivers a significantly bigger dose of radiation than walking on a beach at sea level, and the cool air just tricks you into leaving your jacket off. 19. Heat and UV aren't twins. People constantly use the hottest part of the afternoon as their warning signal to get out of the sun. But air temperature and UV intensity hit their peaks at totally different times. Nearly half of your daily UV exposure happens between 10 in the morning and 4 in the afternoon, with the absolute peak hitting around solar noon. The actual air temperature usually peaks a few hours later. You can get a massive dose of radiation before the day even feels hot. 18. Car windows leak UVA. Standard car windows are great at blocking UVB rays, which are the ones that cause immediate sunburns. But they let a huge amount of UVA rays pass right through. UVA penetrates way deeper into your skin, causing premature aging and cellular damage without actually turning you red. Dermatologists can literally spot people with long commutes because the driver's side of their face shows significantly more sun damage over the years. 17. Do not forget your lips. People will aggressively sunscreen their entire face and then completely ignore their lips. Lip skin is way thinner than the rest of your face, has less melanin, and lacks the natural oils that offer minor protection. It's a prime target for squamous cell carcinoma, especially the lower lip, since it catches direct sunlight. Get an SPF lip balm, but remember, you have to reapply it constantly since, you talk, eat, and drink all day. 16. Dark skin is not immune. Having higher melanin gives you a natural defense against UV radiation, meaning you take longer to burn. But it's not a magic force field. Assuming you're immune to the sun creates a massive blind spot. Dermatologists warn that people with darker skin tones are frequently diagnosed with skin cancer at much later, more dangerous stages simply because the early warning signs get ignored. The sun doesn't skip anyone. 15. Wet skin magnifies UV. Getting out of the pool to towel off feels like you're taking a break from the sun. In reality, you're at your most vulnerable. The water droplets left on your skin literally act like tiny magnifying glasses, concentrating the UV radiation. On top of that, the towel just wiped away whatever sunscreen you had left. Reapplying right after you dry off is easily the most critical application of the entire day. 14. High SPF is an illusion. SPF 100 sounds like you're putting on armor compared to SPF 50, or in this case, SPF 30. The actual math tells a totally different story. SPF 15 blocks about 93% of UVB rays. SPF 30 blocks about 98%. The massive jump in numbers on the bottle only gives you fractions of a percent more protection. Stop treating high SPF like a cheat code to stay out longer. Speaking of SPF, what's the absolute highest SPF number you've ever actually seen in a store? Drop it in the comments below because I'm pretty sure SPF 100 is my highest. 13. Damage beats the warning system. We rely on pain to tell us when something is hurting our body. UV radiation bypasses that entirely. It can start damaging unprotected skin in just 15 minutes, but the actual sunburn won't show up for hours. You sit at a picnic thinking everything's totally fine, while the radiation quietly does its work. By the time your skin actually turns red and starts hurting, you already logged hours of cellular damage. 12. Clothing outperforms sunscreen. Sunscreen is great, but it washes off, sweats off, and requires constant maintenance. Fabric just sits there and works. Purpose-built UPF 50 clothing blocks 98% of UV radiation completely passively. A regular wet white t-shirt is practically useless, but actual sun protective clothing means you never have to worry about missing a spot or forgetting to reapply. It shifts the burden of protection away from your memory and onto your wardrobe. 11. Dark lenses can backfire. Just because sunglasses are dark does not mean they protect your eyes. A dark lens without a built-in UV filter is actually dangerous. The darkness makes your pupils dilate, allowing even more unfiltered UV radiation to pour directly into your eyes. This causes cataracts and a literal sunburn on your cornea called photokeratitis. Always check the label for 100% UVA and UVB protection. Polarization only stops glare. It does not stop radiation. 10. Kids get hit the hardest. Children rack up way more UV exposure than adults simply because, they're outside more. They also hate sitting still for sunscreen. Research shows the damage you accumulate during childhood is a massive factor in your adult skin cancer risk. They're playing outside during peak hours, nobody's reapplying their spray, and they certainly aren't checking the UV index. The long-term damage locks in early. 9. UV is officially a carcinogen. This isn't just about wrinkles and temporary redness. The International Agency for Research on Cancer classifies solar ultraviolet radiation as a Group 1 human carcinogen. That is the exact same threat tier as asbestos and tobacco smoke. It is not a probable risk. It's a proven, documented cause of cancer. When the UV index spikes, treat it with the same respect you would treat any other verified biological hazard. 8. Sunburns crash your immune system. A severe sunburn goes way deeper than the surface of your skin. Massive UV overexposure actually suppresses your immune system. It damages your body's ability to detect and fight off abnormal cells. That full body exhaustion and those chills you get after a bad beach day aren't just a coincidence. Your entire system is crashing from physiological stress. You are temporarily making it harder for your body to defend itself. 7. Forecasts only show the peak. When you check the weather app and see a UV index of 9, that does not mean the entire day is a 9. That number is the forecasted maximum intensity. Again, usually hitting right around solar noon. Use it as a daily planning tool. If the peak is extreme, plan your outdoor projects for the early morning or the late afternoon when the numbers drop back down into a safer range. 6. The ozone dictates the burn. The ozone layer is not just an old science class vocabulary word. It's actively filtering out essentially all UVC and a huge chunk of UVB radiation before it hits the ground. When the ozone layer thins out, more radiation punches through. This is why you can have 2 days with the exact same weather in the exact same city, but totally different UV levels. The atmospheric shield above you is constantly shifting. 5. Shade is half the battle. Sitting under a tree or a beach tent feels like a perfect solution, but it's incomplete. Shade only blocks the direct radiation coming from the sky. It does absolutely nothing to stop the scattered UV rays bouncing off the sand, the water, or the concrete right back at you. Shade is a great start, but it only works properly if you combine it with sunglasses, hats, and sunscreen to block the crossfire. You were getting a lot of on-screen time. This video is not brought to you by Hawaiian Tropic. 4. Infants need totally different rules. You can't just slather adult sunscreen on a newborn and call it a day. Babies under 6 months have incredibly sensitive, permeable skin that shouldn't be exposed to chemical sunscreens or direct sunlight. The FDA says you need to rely entirely on physical barriers like stroller canopies, wide hats, and lightweight long sleeves. Their biological systems are way too delicate for standard beach logic. 3. Medications multiply the damage. You can follow your exact normal summer routine and still get absolutely roasted if you recently changed your meds. Certain antibiotics, acne medications, and even common diuretics can cause severe photosensitivity. This means your skin reacts violently to UV levels that normally wouldn't bother you. If you start a new prescription in the summer, check the warning labels before you decide to spend the afternoon at the park. 2. Tropics break your internal clock. No, not Hawaiian tropics. When you travel closer to the equator, your previous sun experience becomes completely useless. The sun hits at a much more direct angle, cutting through less atmosphere and delivering a massive dose of unfiltered UV. People who never burn at home will get destroyed in 3 hours on a tropical vacation because their habits are calibrated for a completely different sky. A UV level 10 in the tropics hits entirely different. 1. A tan is skin damage. The biggest summer myth of all time is the base tan. People think a tan is a healthy glow, proving their skin successfully adapted to the sun. Biologically, it's the exact opposite. Your skin darkens because it's desperately producing melanin to defend itself against DNA-level cellular injury. The tan is a distress signal. It's visible proof that permanent, invisible damage has already been done. And there you have it. 25 facts about an invisible threat we usually ignore until it hurts. Don't hide from the summer. Just respect the math. Check the number before your skin sends you the receipt. Up next, check out 25 mind-blowing facts about the electromagnetic spectrum. As always, I'm Mike Estrin. Stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one. Wear your sunscreen.